and today we are going to talk about landscape photography. Tip number 1 is to take a moment to let yourself fully enter the scene. One of the primary purposes to landscape photos is to capture the magic of a place. The best way to find that magic is to give yourself a few moments to connect with the scene before setting up. You can even use this time to explore the scene from different perspectives. Relax and find a spot where the most amazingness hits you. This will be what you want to communicate to the viewers. Unless you're quickly losing the light, there isn't really a lot of reason to rush. Tip number 2 is to use a tripod. A lot of amateurs forgo this step thinking it's too much trouble. Using a tripod will not only ensure your photos avoid unintentional blur, they'll also allow you to experiment with different settings on the exact same scene, vital for HDR photography. They're also essential for any photography that needs a longer shutter time, like getting a softer texture on water. The next thing is to pay attention to your composition. Composition is also one of those features that set apart amateurs from accomplished photographers. As with most photography, placing key elements on the thirds in the frame, otherwise known as the rule of thirds, will usually yield far better results than using the center of the frame. The next thing is to shoot with an aperture no smaller than f/16. You've probably been told that you need a smaller aperture or higher f-stop in landscape photography to get the maximum depth of field. But with most lenses, there's a maximum point beyond which things begin getting slightly softer. That being said, every lens is sharpest at a different aperture, and knowing the qualities of your lenses can make a big difference. But either way, sticking between f7.1 and f16 will give you the best results. The next thing is to use ISO 100 or 200. Always aim for the lowest ISO your lighting and camera can handle. Another reason to use a tripod. Low ISOs will give you rich, high-quality landscape free from noise. Next one is focus a third of the way into the scene. Focusing a third of the way into the scene will maximize your depth of field. For example, you get more of your scene in focus. If you're using a fairly modern camera, you can live view to make sure you nail the focus you're looking for. Next thing is my favorite tip, always shoot in RAW. Shooting in RAW will give you the maximum amount of wiggle room when it comes to post-processing your photos. RAW photos contains much more tonal and color information than JPEGs, allowing you far more control over the final output of your photo. Next thing is to work with the golden hours. Lighting is one of the most important parts of any photography, and with landscapes, this usually translates into shooting during the golden hour, the hour right before sunrise and after sunset. Next thing is to level your horizon. This may seem obvious, but it's a step that many amateurs and even some pros neglect. Human perception is hardwired to see everything in level, even if what you're looking at isn't. By leveling the horizon for us, you keep our brains from spending that extra effort on keeping things straight. And the last and final tip, and I think is one of the most important tips, is to enhance your photos using Lightroom presets. In today's digital age, your photos aren't completely finished until you edit and retouch your photos. There are many programs and photo presets out there to help you improve your photos. Presets are designed for photographers of all levels, so you don't have to worry about complicated controls or interfaces. So that's about it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to our channel and comment down below what other topics you want us to discuss.